Let's get divorced, Derek. I already picked up the divorce papers from City Hall today.
What? Hey, Sarah, what are you suddenly talking about divorce for? Is this some kind of joke?
No, it's not sudden. Derek, you know we've had this conversation multiple times. I've been saying this for a year now, and the deadline we agreed on has passed.
The deadline? What deadline? I don't remember agreeing to any deadline. You can't just spring this on me like this.
It's been exactly 1 year since you quit your job, but you still haven't found your next job, and instead of working, you just lounge around the house all day. So I told you the deadline, remember? Absolutely find a job within 1 year, and if you can't find one, we're getting divorced after that year. But you still haven't found a job and remain unemployed. You don't even have any companies you're waiting to hear back from. You haven't submitted a single application in the last 3 months. So, as we promised, we're getting divorced.
Wait, Sarah, this is crazy. You can't be serious. I've been trying hard with job hunting too, but you know sometimes effort alone isn't enough. You know how tough the job market is right now. The economy is terrible. Companies aren't hiring. 1 year isn't enough time to find the right job. So don't talk about divorce just because the deadline passed. I need you to be more patient. Job hunting takes time.
Sorry, but it doesn't look to me like you've been trying hard. When I first gave you the deadline, you seemed to try a little. You updated your resume, went to a few interviews. But after a while, you went back to your old ways. You were just lounging around the house every day, watching TV, playing video games, sleeping until noon.
That's not true. I wasn't just lounging around. I was strategically planning my career moves. I was waiting for the perfect job opportunity to appear. You can't just take any job. It has to be the right fit.
Huh? The right fit? What does that even mean?
A salary of at least $80,000. Definitely weekends off and lots of bonuses, too. Good benefits, flexible hours, maybe even remote work options. I was waiting for job postings from companies like that. I have standards, Sarah. I can't just settle for anything. I need more time to think this through and wait for the perfect opportunity.
Do you think such dream jobs that everyone would want will conveniently appear? And do you really think a company like that would hire you? You suddenly quit your last job and you've been unemployed for a year. What makes you think you deserve an $80,000 salary?
What's with that tone? You're supposed to support me, not tear me down. I was trying hard with job hunting in my own way. You don't know how difficult it is. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean I wasn't working at it. Besides, whose fault do you think it was that I became unemployed in the first place? It's basically your fault that I'm in this situation.
What did you say? My fault? How is this my fault?
Because your salary surpassed mine. Because your annual income became twice as much as mine, I quit my job. Do you know how that made me feel, being shown up by my own wife? It's embarrassing for a man to earn less than his wife. Don't forget that you raised the bar for my job search. I couldn't just take any job after that. I had to find something that paid more than you.
Excuse me? So you're saying it's my fault for being successful at my job? I should have held myself back so your ego wouldn't be hurt?
And then you went and bought this luxury condo. How much did you want to shred your husband's pride? Try putting yourself in my shoes doing job hunting in that situation. Every day I had to wake up in this expensive place that I couldn't afford. It was a constant reminder of my failure.
Stop! Don't make it sound like it's my fault. And does it matter who earns more? This is not a competition. We're supposed to be a team, Derek. Derek, you said my abilities are better than this and quit your job without even consulting me. I never asked you to find a job that pays more than mine. I just wanted you to find any job and contribute to our household.
What's with that attitude? As a wife, you should gently encourage me, saying, I'm sure you can find a new job. You should be building me up, not tearing me down. But instead, you say things like you never asked for it, or that it was my decision, being so cold. Where's the love and support? Where's the for better or worse part of our marriage? I bet deep down you think I can't surpass your income. You're looking down on me, thinking I can't even afford a luxury condo. You've never believed in me, have you?
That's not true. If you were seriously job hunting, I would have supported you wholeheartedly. But all you did was wait for job postings. You didn't study for certifications or languages that would help with job hunting. You didn't network. You didn't take courses. You didn't even try to improve your skills. I can't support someone who isn't showing any effort.
Shut up! You think you're so perfect with your fancy job? You don't have any professional certifications either, and you can't speak English that well. If you can earn $100,000 with that, then I should be able to earn $100,000 without studying anything. It's not fair that you got lucky and I didn't.
What kind of twisted logic is that? You just don't want to make an effort. Derek, success isn't about luck. It's about hard work and dedication.
Forget it. You won't support your husband's job hunting. You could have used your connections or whatever to introduce me to the perfect company. You have all these work contacts, and you never once offered to help me network. You won't even do something like that. What an inconsiderate wife. Fine then, I'll divorce you just like you want. I don't need a wife who doesn't believe in her husband.
Huh? Suddenly, now you're acting like this was your idea?
I don't want you either, getting all high and mighty over a measly $100,000 salary. I don't need a wife who doesn't respect her husband and looks down on him. You're cold, unsupportive, and selfish.
Why are you the one getting angry? You're the one who broke the promise. Derek, you're being completely unreasonable right now.
Shut up! Bring me those divorce papers so I can sign them! A wife earning $100,000 is too arrogant anyway! I'll be relieved to divorce you! Finally, I'll be free from your constant judgment! Stupid, stupid, stupid! We're divorced as of today!
I suppose I should report this to you too, Dad. I'm actually getting divorced from Derek.
Oh, so that's what happened. That means Derek couldn't find a job, right?
That's right, but more accurately, he chose not to find one. He spent the last month just lounging around as usual. He had these impossible standards for what job he'd accept. He wanted $80,000 minimum salary, weekends off, bonuses, flexible hours. But he had no skills or experience to justify those demands.
I see. That's very disappointing. Your mother and I had hoped he would mature and take responsibility eventually.
Sorry, it must make you feel bad that your daughter is getting divorced. I really wanted to avoid this situation somehow, but I'm at my limits.
No, that's not your fault to apologize for. You properly supported and encouraged him. The disappointing one is Derek, who took advantage of your support.
Dad, Thank you for saying that. I was starting to doubt myself.
Actually, I'm happy you're getting divorced. Your mother and I really regretted letting you marry such a worthless man. We saw the signs early, but hoped he would change for the better. If you had continued the marriage past the deadline, we were thinking of presenting you with divorce papers ourselves.
Worthless. That's a bit harsh to say, though I'm starting to think you might be right.
What are you talking about? A man like that is worthless. Actually, he's worse than worthless, not job hunting and running around with young women.
Huh? What do you mean running around with young women?
Since the divorce is decided, I'll tell you now, but your mother and I saw Derek once when we were out. He was walking arm in arm with a young woman. We don't have solid proof, but it was probably an affair. This was about a few months ago when he was supposed to be job hunting.
You're kidding! He was doing that too? So while I was working to support us, he was cheating on me? I can't believe this. That jerk! He is just worthless after all.
Your mother and I have been agonizing over when to tell you or whether you'd be happier not knowing. We didn't want to hurt you more than you were already being hurt. So I'm actually relieved you're divorcing him.
Dad, thanks for telling me the truth. Sorry for always worrying you even as an adult. I should have listened to your concerns earlier. Can I come home after work today? I need to discuss some things about the future.
Divorce involves a lot of complicated procedures. Feel free to discuss anything. Come home right away. Actually, your mother and I have something to talk about too.
Oh, what about?
Well, it's about our retirement. We want to discuss disposing of the family land and farm. We were thinking of leaving it to you and your husband, but now that you're divorcing, we want to discuss what to do going forward. Maybe this is actually perfect timing to make some changes.
I see. That is an important issue that needs to be discussed. I'll head over right after work today. Dad, thank you for always looking out for me, and give my regards to Mom, too.
Hey, what are you making for dinner tonight? You stayed out overnight yesterday without any notice, but you're coming home tonight, right? You could have at least texted me. I had to prepare dinner myself. Yesterday I had cup noodles and got an upset stomach, so I'd like something light for dinner tonight. Maybe some soup and rice would be nice, but nothing too heavy.
Huh? Don't you understand this situation? Why should I make dinner for you? We're divorced now, so I don't care about you at all. If you're hungry, go have your affair partner make dinner for you.
What? Affair partner? What are you talking about?
Someone actually saw you walking arm in arm with a young woman. A few months ago, while you were supposed to be job hunting. So hurry up and move to that girl's place. This isn't your home anymore since we're divorced.
Huh? Who told you that? Damn! The affair got found out too? But sorry, I already broke up with that girl, so that's not an option for me now. Turns out she only saw me as an affair partner. When I tried to move in yesterday, she dumped me saying she got engaged to her real boyfriend. It wasn't a serious relationship anyway, just a distraction from all the stress you were putting me under.
What? So you admit it? You were cheating on me? While I was working to support both of us, you were having an affair?
Yeah, and what a terrible woman she was. So I'm not going over to her place, and I've decided to keep living in this house.
Don't be ridiculous. We're divorced.
We can just pretend the divorce never happened.
No way! You have no right to live here since you're no longer my husband. And you certainly have no right after admitting to cheating on me.
Hey now, you might be good at work, but don't you know basic common sense? Sure, you bought this condo and it's in your name, but houses bought during marriage are shared marital property. So even if I didn't pay for it, even if it's not in my name, half of this house belongs to me. I have enough knowledge of that so you can't fool me. That's the law, Sarah. You can't argue with the law.
What? You actually researched something for once?
So, I put up boundary tape in the house. From now on, let's live without crossing into each other's territory. I marked off the master bedroom, half the living room, and half the kitchen. See? I'm being totally fair about this.
I guess I underestimated you a bit. I didn't think you'd know about shared property. Though I'm not surprised you'd try to exploit it.
Were you planning to kick me out, taking advantage of my ignorance? Too bad that I had at least that much knowledge. So it's useless to try kicking me out of the luxury condo just because we divorced. It's shared property, so of course we'll keep living together. This arrangement actually works out perfectly for me.
But this is my house, though!
Huh? Who are you? Sarah, who is this?
Long time no see, Derek. I heard from my daughter Sarah that you got divorced yesterday.
Whoa! That means Sarah's father? Is that you, Steve? What are you doing texting me?
I'm actually here with my daughter right now, but stop calling me father. We're divorced now, so I'm not your father-in-law or anything.
Right. That strict and scary father-in-law is just a stranger now. You're not scary at all. As you said, we divorced yesterday. Your daughter was the worst wife ever, so go re-educate her or something. Maybe teach her how to be more supportive of her husband.
Excuse me? You're saying my and my wife's masterpiece of a daughter is the worst? After everything she did for you?
Yes, she's absolutely the worst daughter. She doesn't even know how to respect her husband. Always nagging, always criticizing, never supportive. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And you say that this luxury condo is your house, too? What a joke!
What's so funny about that? I'm being completely serious.
This luxury condo is shared property between me and her. Just because it's in your daughter's name doesn't mean you, as the parent, own it. That's way too presumptuous, so you can't just waltz in here like you own the place.
You're right. I think your argument makes sense. Just because it's in my daughter's name doesn't give me ownership rights to the condo. So I officially bought it and received ownership rights from her.
Huh? You bought it? This house?
My daughter Sarah sold this luxury condo to me, her father, and the sale procedure's just finished now. We completed the transaction this morning. So now this luxury condo officially belongs to me. It's no longer shared property between you and Sarah.
What? Wait a minute! This luxury condo was sold to you? Do you think you could just do that without permission? You can't sell shared property without both parties agreeing!
Well, it's in my daughter's name. The right to decide whether to sell belongs to my daughter. She's the legal owner on all the paperwork.
But this is my shared property too! Half of it belongs to me!
So I plan to give you half the sale proceeds as property division. If my daughter kept all the sale money, it would be a problem. But if we properly divide it in cash, there shouldn't be any issues. That's perfectly legal and fair.
What? You can't just decide this without me?
Actually, Sarah consulted me about this right after the divorce. She wanted to get rid of the luxury condo full of memories after the divorce, but considering the asset value, it seemed better to keep living there. She was troubled about what to do. And we happened to have an old family home we didn't know what to do with. We were thinking of selling the family home and moving to a condo. So both of our interests aligned, and we decided to buy it from her.
And you're saying the sale procedures are already finished? How is that even possible so fast?
Strike while the iron is hot, as they say. We have money from selling our family home, and with some renovation, it'll be even more comfortable. Then our daughter can visit the condo more easily, too. It all worked out perfectly.
No way! This can't be real! How could you proceed with everything without consulting me when it's my house, too? Then where am I supposed to live from now on? I don't have any place to go!
How should I know? That's your problem to figure out. Anyway, this is my house now, so get out. If you don't leave, I'll have to call the police.
What? You can't call the police on me! I have rights!
You're not my son-in-law anymore, you're just a stranger! And you're trespassing on my property! I have no problem calling the police on you!
Calling the police would be bad! Fine, I'll leave if that's what you want. I'll leave right now! But remember, this isn't over! Make sure to transfer the condo sale money quickly! I want my half immediately! Hey, Sarah! When are you gonna transfer the condo sale money to me? It's been a week already! This is taking too long! Only $10,000 has been transferred so far! That's not enough! When will you transfer the rest of the money?
What are you talking about? That's your entire property division.
Huh? There's no way the condo sale money was only $10,000! The sale money alone should be hundreds of thousands! I should get at least $300,000 as my half!
Yes, I divided it in half as planned, but then I deducted the money you owed me. You made me buy you an expensive suit, saying you needed it for job hunting, right? With the promise you'd pay me back when you got a job. So first, you owe me that money.
But that was for job hunting. That was an investment in our future.
For the same reason, you made me pay for all living expenses during your unemployment, even though our rule was to split all living costs in half. Groceries, utilities, internet, car insurance, health insurance. You always pushed payments onto me, saying you'd pay everything back in a lump sum when you got a job. 12 months of expenses that should have been split equally.
Well, that's... But I was unemployed! What was I supposed to do?
That alone put your share at negative $100,000. Then, with the hidden debt repayment at negative $200,000, what barely remained was that $10,000.
Dad? How do you know about that?
Did you think I didn't know about any of this? During your unemployment, you weren't just lounging around. You got into gambling and investing, right? Online poker, cryptocurrency trading, stock options. And when those losses piled up, you turned to consumer finance. You secretly borrowed money using my name, right? Because with my income, you could borrow quite a lot.
No way! You really found out everything? How did you find out about this?
And you threw that into investments too, resulting in about $200,000 in debt, credit cards, personal loans, payday advances. So I used your property division share to pay it off. As a result, only $10,000 remained. That's all you will get from this. So are you satisfied with the property division amount?
Satisfied? Even if you ask me that, it's troubling. I'll apologize for hiding the debt and stuff from you, but only $10,000? I still haven't found a job. That's not enough. I can't survive on just this amount. Can't you give me more? Just until I get back on my feet?
Huh? Are you really going to complain after I've been so generous to you? I could sue you for secretly borrowing money in my name, you know? That's identity theft and fraud. And I could demand compensation for the affair, too. Emotional distress, breach of marriage contract.
What? You wouldn't really sue me, would you?
But since you're a pitiful unemployed person, I'm specially overlooking it. I'm being incredibly generous by not pursuing legal action. And yet, do you still have complaints about me?
No,
So, what will it be? Do you want me to sue you for various things? Because I'm totally fine with doing that. I have all the proof and documentation I need to proceed.
I'm sorry! Regarding the generous treatment toward your divorced ex-husband, I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Receiving $10,000 is better than nothing. I'll never forget this kindness, and I'll do my best job hunting with this gratitude in my heart. So I'll take my leave now.
You should have said that from the beginning, you worthless piece of trash. Don't ever appear in front of me again, and don't cause trouble for other people either. Derek sold all his possessions, including the expensive suit, and is now working at a factory with company housing. Occasionally, I get messages like, I finally saved $5,000, or I'm working hard like this, so let's get back together someday, trying to reconcile. But actually, I gave my old phone to my father when I got a new one, and my father dutifully sends back things like, don't get carried away with just this much, keep working without slacking off, which Derek apparently thinks are loving words of encouragement. So he sends back selfies saying, I'll work hard so I can come get you someday. By the way, my mother, who recently got into photo editing with her friends, apparently plays around with those selfies like toys, removing wrinkles, enlarging eyes, and turning them into host club-style photos.